Hello there, welcome to Monday's Newsround. We've got loads coming up, so let's get started.
I'll be finding out what it's like winning Wimbledon with the first British champion there for 20 years, Jamie Murray.
And bike ride in a bog, it's the dirty and smelly Bog Snorkelling Championships. But first, for the first time in 20 years, we have a British Wimbledon champion. His surname is Murray, but it's not the one most people thought might have a chance. It's Andy Murray's big brother, Jamie, and Laura's been to meet him.
Jamie, first of all, very many congratulations. What an amazing result. How are you feeling today? The first British Wimbledon champion for 20 years.
Yeah, it's a pretty special feeling. I mean, it obviously doesn't, as you say, it doesn't happen so often. It's been 20 years since the last champion, but no, it feels great. It was a great 2 weeks, and great to get on centre court and play in a Wimbledon final.
Oh, that's a fabulous shot up the line.
The key thing about watching the game was just how much you seem to be enjoying yourself. I mean, is that the key to sport? We're always told you have to be hungry, you have to be angry, you have to want it, and yet you seem to be having a great laugh. That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's why we came out on top and we played so well together, because we were enjoying it, we were having fun. I think everybody saw that. We were always smiling and laughing and stuff, and yeah, I guess, I mean, we obviously still really wanted to win, but I was determined that, for me especially, to go out and play a Wimbledon final in centre court was something I never thought would happen. So I was determined to enjoy myself when I was out there.
As our viewers will know, you've got quite a famous brother, Andy Murray. He's been all over the papers for the last however long it's been. Has that made things somewhat easier for you? Whilst he's been getting all the attention, you've been able to concentrate on your game?
Well, I guess I wasn't getting much attention because I wasn't really having that much success, you know, which is normal. Why should I get any attention? But I guess over the last year I started to do well and move my ranking up and win some tournaments and stuff, so people got to recognise me for me, and obviously winning Wimbledon will help that even more so.
More top stories, and the BBC has been fined £50,000 after the winner of a Blue Peter phone-in competition was faked. Thousands of people rang the hotline, but a computer problem stopped calls getting through to the studio. So a child who was a guest in the studio was asked to pretend to be the winner. It's the first time the BBC has been fined like this. The massive cargo ship, the Napoli, that was grounded off the coast of Devon and spilled her contents all over the beach, has been saved from the seabed. The ship was damaged in a storm and it's taken 6 months to get her floating again. She'll be inspected by divers before being moved away from the area for good. And talk about getting carried away by love, check out this wife-carrying championship in Finland. Burly blokes have to run 250 metres with their wives on their backs. To make the rules fair, women can carry husbands too, but no one's ever tried it yet. It's 5:31 next to kids coping with a problem called Tourette's. Some experts reckon as many as 1 in every 100 children suffer from the medical condition. Press packer Anna Louise is one of them. She wrote to us because she wants to help other kids understand what it's like to live with Tourette's. Here's her story.
Hi, I'm Anna Louise, and I wrote to Newsround to tell you about Tourette's syndrome. Most people think that Tourette's is where you shout out rude words, but it's not. That only happens to some people with the problem. That noise is my Tourette's. It's called a tic, and it can happen anywhere and at any time. I can't control it, but sometimes people think I'm doing it on purpose. At school, I try and hold my tic in, but it's really hard to do. The feeling bubbles inside me like a big volcano, and I can't concentrate on anything else. In the end, the tic has to come out, and when it does, it's really loud. Keeping the diary helps me explain how Tourette's makes me feel. No one knows exactly why people get it. It could be something happening in your brain, or some experts say it's passed on in your family. The syndrome is more than just a noisy tic. It stops me from sleeping too. Most nights I only get 6 hours sleep. That makes it hard to have sleepovers with my mates. There's no cure for the problem, but I found that playing music really helps. When I'm on the drums, guitar or keyboard, the tics disappear. My Tourette's might get worse as I get older, or there's a chance it could get better. Whatever happens, Tourette's will always be part of who I am. This is Anna Louise reporting for Newsround in Woking.
Thanks, Anna Louise. Well, if you want to know more about Tourette's syndrome, just log on to our website where there's loads of information. It's at bbc.co.uk/CBBC. Then click on Newsround. And finally, it's messy and dirty and involves wading through mud, weeds and slime. It's the soggy sport of mountain bike bog snorkelling, and it takes place in the smallest village in the UK, Llanorted Wells in mid-Wales. Soaking wet, slimy and stinking, this is how some people chose to spend the weekend. 30 contenders pedal for victory through filthy water and minging mud in the Llanorted Wells mountain bike bog snorkelling contest.
What you can see is just brown and swirling mud, and you can't breathe, apart from a little bit through the snorkel, and then the water comes in.
The 2-metre deep trench was specially dug for the bonkers contest, and the bike was weighed down to make it easier to ride in water. Being up to your eyes in slime might not be as glamorous as Grand Prix, but the fans still turned out to show their support, or should that be sympathy, for the plucky racers. But for some reason, no one seemed to want to hug the winner as he clambered out of the grimy bog. Oh, rather them than me. That's all there's time for, but I'll be back with your next news round over on the CBBC channel at 5 to 6. And if you're heading to the website this evening, why not try your hand at one of our quizzes? See you soon. Bye-bye.